Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's webinar. Today, we are going to cover monitoring your business credit with Dun & Bradstreet. Okay, so let me make sure that I am at the beginning here. So last week, we covered setting up your business to be fundable. Making it easier for lenders and credit providers to say yes, details that you should not skip or gloss over, and how setting up for fundability also helps your business win over prospects. Again, today we're going to be covering the credit reporting agencies, the CRAs here. There are three major business credit reporting agencies. Dun & Bradstreet is going to be your largest in the United States. Experian and Equifax Commercial are going to be right behind them. So you notice there's no TransUnion here on the business side like there is on the personal. So these are the biggest and best known business reporting agencies that your EIN credit is reported to. So while building out your business credit profile, they're most likely going to report to one of these three bureaus. Okay. However, they are not the only business credit bureaus. Business credit reporting agencies get data from many different places. So this may include utility companies, landlords, if you've got a lease. So sometimes they can report good or bad payments to your business credit bureaus. Companies that help set up new businesses, insurance and benefit providers, internet, etc. So they're going to be able to get a lot of data from a lot of different places. So let's talk about Dun & Bradstreet. It is the oldest and the largest credit reporting agency. So you do need a DUNS number to start building business credit. If you do not have a DUNS number, then get one. They are free. You go to dnb.com. The number gets a business into their system. So check with D&B and see if they have a record set up for you now. So the letter D, the letter N, and the letter B.com. You can go to dnb.com and apply for your DUNS number. Again, it is free to do this, and you do need this in order to build business credit. If your search with D&B does not show that you have a DUNS number, you will need one. It's a 9-digit number. It's issued by Dun & Bradstreet, and it is assigned to each business location in the D&B database. Each business has a unique, separate, and distinct operation for the purpose. Every business must first have a DUNS number before Dun & Bradstreet will assign a Paydex business credit score. Okay, so it's very important that you get that. So get a DUNS number on the D&B site. During the DUNS setup process, you'll be asked for a lot of information. So if you select that you're a government contractor, you'll get a DUNS in about 1 to 2 weeks. If you do not pay D&B anything and are not a contractor, it could take up to 30 days. All right. So this information is listed right on their website. A lot of clients that are going through and not paying and they're not a government contractor are still getting their number in that 2-week time frame. This could be changed. This could be different, in the future. But as of right now, 2 weeks to 3 weeks is going to be realistic. I think they give that 30 days as a just in case. All right. If you do find a record, however, with D&B that there's something on file for your business, if you pull a record up for your business with D&B, consider pulling your actual business credit report. Okay. Find out what's on there. Make sure it's yours. Make sure that it's accurate. So to do so, you're going to need to enroll in credit monitoring for your business credit. In doing so, you'll see if you have any credit reporting. You'll also see if you have any scores. If you have negative items on your report, then you can dispute those through DUNS Manager. Okay, so disputing anything that's on there that's not yours or any kind of negative items that needs to be taken off. So one way to start building your business credit is by using D&B's credit builder program. With this option, you're only setting up credit with D&B, though. You're not building it with Equifax or Experian. Equifax and Experian is very important, especially if you're in real estate and certain industries. There are some industries that won't look at the D&B. So if you're just focusing on D&B, just realize that you're not building Equifax and Experian, which you should do. So this runs $149 a month, and that was as of July of 2021. So the main score is Paydex. However, a business will not get a Paydex score unless it has at least 3 trade lines reporting and a DUNS number. So in the beginning, you'll notice you may have a smaller score with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian. It doesn't mean that you have bad credit. It just means that there's not enough information in the system for them to generate an accurate Paydex score. So don't freak out. Just establish your credit. Add the 3 trade lines, create some payment activity, and your Paydex score will reset. But yes, there are a lot of the times your score will be really low. It'll say that you're high risk or you have bad credit. It's not accurate. You just need to reset the system by adding some trade lines, okay? So a business must have both a DUNS number and a Paydex score on the report. All right, so reports. D&B reports. In general, when D&B does not have all of the information that they need, they will indicate as much in their reports. However, missing information does not necessarily mean a company is at poor credit risk. Instead, the risk is really unknown. They favor objective and statistically derived data rather than just subjective and intuitive judgments, okay? D&B's database contains millions of companies around the world. A Paydex score. This is Dun & Bradstreet's dollar-weighted numerical rating of how a company has paid the bills over the past year. So D&B bases this score on trade experiences reported by various vendors. The score ranges from 1 to 100. Higher scores mean a better payment performance. Okay. Paydex scores reflect how well a company pays its bills. So it's 1 to 100. It's different than personal credit, right? That 350 to 850 number. So 1 to 100. You want the score to be above 80. That means that you have good business credit. You're paying your bills on time. Reports also contain a Paydex yearly trend graph. It includes detailed payment history with payment habits and payment summary. This helps show whether a business pays its bigger bills first or last. This rating also helps companies quickly assess a business's size and composite credit appraisal. Dun & Bradstreet bases this rating on information in a company's interim or fiscal balance sheet, plus an overall evaluation of the firm's credit worthiness. This scale goes from 5A to HH. Rating classifications show company size based on worth and equity. D&B assigns such a rating only if a company has supplied a current financial statement, okay? The rating contains a financial strength indicator. It's calculated using the net worth or issued capital of a company. Preference is to use net worth. D&B will show if a business is new or if they've never got this information. More D&B rating information. This section also adds a composition credit appraisal. This number runs 1 through 4. It reflects D&B's overall rating of a business's credit worthiness. The lower numbers are better. So a D&B rating, it may look like 3A4. That's an example. And that's a combination of the numbers we just covered. Overall numbers range from 1 to 5. 1 is business least likely to fail. A 5 is the firm's most likely to fail. The financial stress class measures likelihood of failure. So that was financial stress class. This is going to be your credit score class. The credit score class measures how often a company is delinquent in paying its bills. Again, 1 to 5 is your range. 1, the business is least likely to be late. So you want to stick to the smaller numbers. That's where you're shooting for. And 5, the firm is most likely to be late in making payments. More granular scores run from 101 to 670. 670 is going to be your highest risk. Monitoring your business credit with Dun & Bradstreet. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. D&B offers Credit Evaluator Plus. According to them, it's a credit report for simple credit decisions. It can help you quickly determine a company's risk of late payment. It can help you identify how much credit to extend based on a company's D&B Paydex score, D&B maximum credit recommendation, and the past payment behavior. As of the third quarter of 2021, it cost $61.99 to get a report for one company. More monitoring and report products from D&B. So D&B also offers Business Information Report Snapshot. It's $139.99. Business Information Report on demand, $189.99 per report. And Credit Reporter, it's $799 for 5 total reports. All 3 offer what Credit Evaluator Plus does with some extras. All prices are current as of the third quarter of this year, 2021. Monitoring your own business at Dun & Bradstreet. So Dun & Bradstreet also sells Credit Signal. So view 4 Dun & Bradstreet business credit scores and ratings for 14 days. All right. Get unlimited access to inquiry, legal event, trade payment summary data. Receive email notifications when a change occurs in your business credit report. Free alerts to changes to these D&B scores and ratings, including your D&B Paydex score. So you get a lot there. So that's the Credit Signal. Free alerts with any changes, email notifications as well, and you're getting unlimited access to the inquiry, legal event, and trade payment summary data. Credit Signal is free. Experian, like the other business credit reporting agencies, focuses on providing quality data and analytics to businesses to help them better assess risk. They use both consumer and business credit information to gauge risk. They have found that blended data and reports work a lot better for them. For troubled businesses, blended scores dropped an average of 30% over the 4 quarters leading up to a bad event. So they see the trend. But the owner's consumer scores showed no statistically significant decline during that same period. So per Experian, by combining personal and commercial credit information in one report, Experian provides a complete picture of the creditworthiness of a small business. All right, so getting set up with Experian now. Experian is used by many credit issuers to determine if you should be approved for a credit card, how much you can get an approval for. Get started with Experian by using their Biz Verify system, okay? So see if Experian has information about your company already and verify the information they do have. Very similar process to what we did with Dun & Bradstreet. See if there's anything on file with them. You're doing this to make sure that the information they have is accurate, making sure there's nothing that needs to be disputed or removed. If your initial search does not pull up your business information, if your initial search does pull up your business information, then you're going to pull your business credit report. Same thing we did with Dun & Bradstreet. Do so even if you have no trade lines. This is because Experian will actually give you a low failing credit score. It's if they have even basic information about your business. Okay, so I talked about that earlier. You're going to get a low credit score with some of these reporting agencies until you get some established credit or update the information in their system. Experian says this. So they require a minimum information to generate a score. If a business does not meet these requirements, a score is not generated. Minimum information is at least one trade line and or one demographic element. So these are demographics such as years on file, standard industrial classification codes, and even business size. So working with Experian, it only takes one account reporting to change credit status from high risk to low risk. Even one reported trade line can change a score from 27 to 29 all the way up to 85 to 100. Okay. So you're going to start out again with Experian in that 27, 29, 30, 35 range. But just having one report will jump you up into above 80, which is where you want to see your Paydex score stay. Now, this is going to happen after that account is reported. It takes about 30 to 90 days after you get an approval to get an account from a vendor which reports. You're going to buy something, pay the bill for that account to report, right? So you're going to apply for a company. Let's use Uline as an example. You're going to apply for that company, receive your approval. You're going to then make a purchase. When your bill is due, you're going to make your payment. Once you've made your payment, you now allow Uline to report to the credit reporting agencies as a trade line. So 30 to 90 days in that journey. Also, per Experian, each business credit score report will include the following: business credit scores and credit summary, summaries of collections and payments, uniform commercial code filing information, any kind of bankruptcy, judgment, or tax lien filings. Okay. Experian business credit score ranges, again, from 1 to 100. The higher score indicates a lower risk. This score predicts the likelihood of serious credit delinquencies within the next 12 months, right? So they're projecting. This score uses trade line and collections information, public filings, as well as other variables to predict future risk. All right, so the Experian Financial Stability Risk Rating. Scores are going to range 1 to 5. Low ratings indicate lower risk. This sounds redundant, doesn't it? A financial stability risk rating of 1 indicates that there's less than 1% of potential risk of severe financial distress within the next 12 months. So they're saying based on all the information that they have, there's less than a 1% chance, the likelihood of you having any kind of financial distress over the next year based on the information they have. Experian categorizes all businesses to fit within one of the 5 risk segments. This rating predicts the likelihood of payment default and or bankruptcy within the next year. This rating also uses trade line and collection information, public filings, and other variables to predict future risk. So credit summaries. This section will contain several counts of various data points. Current days beyond terms, or DBT. Current total account balance. Highest credit amount extended. Number of payment trade lines. Number of business inquiries. Number of UCC filings. A percentage of businesses scoring worse than the company outlined in the report, and a number of bankruptcies and liens. Your payment trend summary. This is going to have 2 graphs. They show the company in question versus its industry on monthly payment trends and quarterly payment trends. So you're getting compared in your industry. These are the percentage of on-time payments by month and quarter, respectively. Score improvement tips. Okay. So Experian offers suggestions on how to improve your reports, such as getting net 30 terms, if possible, from existing and future trade line suppliers, paying accounts on time, or working with the trade line supplier to work out a payment plan so a business is not reported delinquent, lowering credit utilization, making sure all the information on the report is correct. Available options provide varying levels of detail. Okay. So one such report is the Experian Credit Score Report. You can get an Experian Business Credit Score. You can get the Experian Financial Stability Risk Rating. You get information on derogatories like judgments, tax liens, or bankruptcies. So learn about any fictitious business name, information on file. So this does happen sometimes. That's why you want to monitor it. As of the third quarter 2021, that report costs $40. It's $39.95. And that is going to be your Experian Credit Score Report. Comes with all of that. In addition to the Experian Credit Score Report, so this is an Experian Profile Plus. So you're going to get everything we just mentioned about the Experian Credit Score Report. And now you're going to get trade payment details, any inquiry details, any UCC filing details, and corporate financial information. An extra $10, $49.95 as of this month, July of 2021. Sorry, we're in August now. As of August 2021. Experian Business Credit Advantage subscription plan. All right, so this is going to be another addition. This is in addition to everything we just covered on the last two slides. So you're going to get a trade payment detail, inquiry detail, UCC details, corporate financial information. That subscription is $189 annually, rather than paying the $40 or the $50 on the one-time payment. You can actually monitor it continuously through a subscription plan. It's $189 a year. Definitely sounds like a good bargain there. Experian Business Credit Report Score. So this is Experian's most comprehensive plan. In addition to everything above, you also get credit limit recommendations. You're going to get reports on 30 businesses per month. So if you have multiple entities or multiple businesses that you need to monitor their credit for, you could actually get reports on up to 30 businesses. As of the third quarter of 2021, that subscription is $1,495 per year. All right, so let's talk about the Experian Biz Verify report. This is going to be Experian's snapshot view of a business credit file. Use this report to verify that a new business is in their national business database. This brief summary report provides any available information on a business's registration information. This is even for businesses that have not yet established an Experian business credit score. Okay. This is not much of a monitoring product. It's more to make sure that a business is in the Experian's records. So this is the Biz Verify report. You're verifying the business is on record with Experian. Okay. Right now, that report costs less than $20. Let's talk about the third credit reporting agency. Let's talk about Equifax. Most credit issuers and trade vendors report to D&B and Experian, not Equifax. It's harder to build out an Equifax business credit profile for that reason. Because of this, when you find trades that report to Equifax, apply, get approved, use your credit, and pay your bills on time. Okay? So when there's an option to be able to have something report to Equifax, you definitely want to apply for that account and make sure that it's accurate and you pay your bills on time. Also, more information on Equifax. Many lenders will pull Equifax commercial reports for lending decisions. Your Equifax profile and score can also be included in your FICO SBSS score. That score is used by SBA lenders for SBA loans. Okay. Most of us here or listening to this video have applied for and received an SBA loan, applied for, been declined, or are interested in possibly getting an SBA loan. They're very good loans, good rate, good term, usually a larger amount of money. So when they pull your business credit report, because they do, they're going to be pulling Equifax. So it's very important to build that Equifax for this reason. It is so important to build credit with Equifax when you can. It is vital in getting loans when you need to grow your business. Okay. So getting set up with Equifax, we're going to talk about this again. If your search shows that Equifax has a record of your business, then pull your Equifax reports and scores. Probably could have filled that blank in. If you see that you have trades reporting, see if you have trades reporting. It is possible for Equifax to have an established report and score for you, even if you do not have trade lines reporting. This is especially true if you have some type of public record out there, like a bankruptcy, a lien, a lawsuit. In this case, access your Equifax company report and score even with zero trades reporting. Okay. If you know you don't have any trade lines reporting, you still want to make sure the information is accurate in their system. This company, the Equifax, they get their data from a data sharing agreement with the Small Business Exchange. They get their data from Net 30 type industry trade credit information. They're also going to get their data from a wide variety of suppliers that provide products and services to businesses on an invoice basis. Equifax will combine financial data with industry trade credit data. They're going to add in utility and telephone data as well. Public record information, again, liens, judgments, bankruptcies. Reports contain a number of calculated scores. So Equifax business credit reports include a credit summary, so a synopsis of the business credit accounts with banks, suppliers, and service providers. So you're going to get a credit summary. Public record information, so it's your Secretary of State business registration, judgments, liens, bankruptcies reported for the business. So it's all public records. Your risk scores, Equifax business credit risk score and Equifax business failure score. You're going to get a payment index. That's a 12-month payment comparison on the industry's norm. We talked about that with Experian. They said monthly or quarterly. Here, your payment index is going to be a 12-month comparison to your industry's norm. Additional company information, so alternate business names, owner names, guarantor names. That's going to be listed inside the Equifax business credit report. And it's also going to include business and credit grantor comments. This score is a little bit different, okay? It's not 1 to 100. It's 101 to 992. The higher number, the better. This section also shows key factors. They're going to be positives and negatives about your business, such as how old your oldest account is, right? And whether you have any charge-offs, the size of your business. Those are all going to be in there. A payment index score runs from 0 to 100. So something we're a little bit more familiar with. Higher numbers are better. It also shows the industry median. So reports contain a table explaining the numbers. Pretty cool information right there. Paid as agreed, paid on time. So one thing different about business credit and personal credit, you have a grace period with personal credit, right? Up to 30 days, most likely. to where you can actually make a payment late and it does not report late to your bureau. With business credit, you see that? 80 to 89 credit score. That means that you're anywhere from 1 to 30 days overdue. 1 day overdue can affect your business credit score. So make sure you pay those before they're due or the day that they are due. Do not wait until the day after, because that can affect and bring down your credit score. All right, let's talk about monitoring and disputing issues with your Equifax report. Equifax will not change your scores without proof. They are starting to accept more and more online disputes. Include proofs of payment with it. These are documents like receipts and canceled checks. Correct Equifax issues on their website. Be specific about the concerns with your report. So as of the third quarter of this year, 2021, you can order a single business credit report for $99.95. Or you can order a business credit report multi-pack. So you're going to be able to get 5 for the price of 4, $399.95. So $100 savings. Monitor business credit and D&B at D&B, Experian, and Equifax for less. All of these reports, if you did the math there, they're going to add up. They're very expensive. But you can actually get business credit monitoring for all 3 of your big business credit reporting agencies in one place for less. Credit Suite offers monitoring through its business finance suite, going through NAV. There, you can see what credit issuers and lenders see, so you can directly improve your scores and get the business credit and funding that you need. Improving your reports. So whatever improves one report is bound to improve your reports at the other 2 of the big 3 credit bureaus. Paying off accounts will also pay dividends, as does avoiding bankruptcies. Correcting errors as you spot them. So to recap, D&B is the largest of the 3 credit bureaus for business and the easiest to build out. Experian uses blended personal and business data, right? So they're going to look at the overall risk of that small business. Equifax tends to be used by lenders. Equifax is going to be the hardest to build out, but it is going to be the most valuable when dealing with your traditional lenders, banks, SBA loans, real estate. So actions that you can take to improve one report tend to improve the other 2. If you want more information, please see this presentation's description. This video will be uploaded, I believe, through all of our outlets, our channels, YouTube, stuff like that. So if I spoke too fast, there was a lot of information, a lot of scoring, a lot of numbers given out, you can catch this on the replay through our YouTube channel. So next time, this is what we're going to cover. Business credit card terminology. What do all those words mean? How your knowledge is power that can steer you the best cards for your particular circumstances. And there's some contact information for you. If you got any questions, 877-600-2487 or email info@creditsuite.com.